Hi guys, and welcome back to Simply Forex, the channel dedicated to you, the trader. We want you to be successful in the markets. So guys, I'm going to give you some gold every day. I'm going to let you know which currency pairs I'm looking to trade and which direction. And I'm also going to let you know which news that you must be aware of. So let's take a look at the chart and what I'm potentially going to trade today. Morning traders, how are you? It is Thursday the 26th of May and we'd love to hear from you. We'd love to hear how your trading is going for this week. So please leave a comment below the video. Right, today guys, as usual, we're going to look back at yesterday's trades. We're going to look at today's potential trades and the important news today as well. So let's start by looking back at yesterday's trades, Wednesday's trades. So we had two potential trades from yesterday. The first one was this was the US dollar against the Swiss franc. Okay, the reasons we were shorting this were as follows. So price was in a uptrend with not really higher highs or higher lows. It was just in an uptrend. Okay, but there is this area here that was the only last low that I could pick out. Okay, and then price came shooting down back to this level. Okay, yeah, back to this level here, and it reacted at this level, and it wasn't until this candle and then this candle, yeah, broke that low and carried on downwards. All right, so we were just trying to take price back down to this psychological level of 9,500. Okay, so that was the idea for the short. If I look at this market now, because of this wick, yeah, I still think price is coming down. So maybe if you're still in this trade for 20%, leave it. Yeah, I still think this market's coming down. It might retrace a little further. Okay, but let's look at H1 to see if we could get in on the trade. And I didn't, guys. Okay, so let's look at this market. So price come up. It did break our grey zone. But then we did have this candle, yeah, that closed back into our grey zone. Yeah, and this is a strong bearish candle. You could argue sellers were in control, but I didn't enter on this candle because of this candle. Yeah, the green candle before it. Yeah, if you look at this candle, oops, sorry guys, if you look at this candle, guys, here, the green one here is very bullish. And this red candle is actually an inside candle. Okay, so I was reluctant to take this red candle short. Okay, and I'm glad I did. Maybe you did, guys. If you did, let me know. All right, but then price, yeah, and then price started using this grey zone as resistance. Okay, and now price doesn't know what to do with itself because it's been overnight as well. Okay. Yeah, and because of that, none of these red candles here, none of these red candles here, or even this one here, I just wasn't interested because this area here became a strong level of resistance, of support. Okay, like I said, guys, I still expect this market to go shorter, to go lower, and for that reason, I would need to see this. So if price came down, broke this area of support, come back up, retested, and then come back down. Okay, that's what I would want to see. Okay, but as this market looks now, this area here is just holding. Yeah, nothing's breaking through it. Okay, so guys, yeah, I didn't have a trade on this pair. Maybe you did. Yeah, leave a comment, let us know. The second trade from yesterday, guys, was this was the US dollar Japanese yen. So it was clearly in an uptrend, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Didn't create a higher high, and these lows eventually broke. Okay, so as soon as that breaks, we have lower lows, lower highs, and we are in a downtrend. Okay, so the structure is in a downtrend. All right, let me zoom in. And also we had this bearish candle form as well. Okay, which broke, you know, these lows here. Broke all of these lows. So the idea was just to take price back down to 126, the psychological level, and then this second blue line. Okay, the second blue line corresponds with, yeah, this last high over here. Okay, guys, we're just trying to short this. Let's look at H1 to see what happened. Okay, so again, guys, yeah, I didn't have a trade on this either. All right, so price did come up into our grey zone. Yeah, as you can see, come up here, here. Okay, but I mean, if you were being super aggressive, you could trade off of, you know, these candles. I mean, this has a very large wick, but for me, sellers are not in control. There was this candle here. Okay, but this was at like 4 o'clock in the morning. And again, guys, I know I've told you many times, but I don't trade until Europe or London opens, guys, all right? But maybe you did enter on that candle, but if you did, you would have got stopped out, all right? But yeah, I want to wait until Europe or London opens. And then as you can see, guys, none of these candles tells me sellers are in control. Yeah, it's all of these wicks, guys. It's all of these wicks here. Look at all of these wicks. Yeah, all pushing upwards, upwards, upwards. Yeah, everything is telling me that price wants to go upwards. So, guys, you do have to be aware of what the candlesticks are telling you. Yeah, you can't just see a grey zone, enter short. Yeah, you have to wait until the candlesticks give you confirmation to go shorter. Okay. But then later on, guys, there was this candle. Okay, so I was interested in this candle. All right, I was considering entering short, but I didn't. And let me explain to you why. All right, so if you look at the H4, yeah, I would have been selling into this H4. All right, and I just wasn't. Yeah, I was reluctant to do that. So we had this H4 candle. This kept me out of the trade. Yeah, this is the most bullish H4 candle you'll ever see. Okay, and yeah, the H1 structure. At this point, yeah, we were getting higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Yeah, the structure was telling me to keep out as well, guys. All right, so yeah, I didn't enter on this candlestick here. Having said that, I would be interested in this candlestick here, okay, because this last high on the H1 has held. The H4 candles are less bullish, so I would be interested in this candle here. So let's see what this does. All right, guys, but again, I just didn't have a trade on this pair either. Maybe you did, guys. Let me know. Please leave a comment. Okay, so that's the recap from yesterday. So let's take a look at today's potential trades now. Guys, if you enjoyed yesterday's recap, then please smash the like button. Yeah, it really helps support the channel. And also come join us at Simply Forex. Subscribe to the channel, smash the notification button, and that way you'll receive this daily analysis every single morning, Monday to Friday. All right, guys, it'll be greatly appreciated. Okay, so potential trade ideas for Thursday, the 26th of May. We've got 3 ideas, guys. The first one is this. This is the US dollar against the Japanese yen. So I still like this short. All right, so if you remember, guys, yeah, it was in an uptrend, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Yeah, didn't create a higher high. This tells me price is breaking down. All right, and then these lows, as you can see, were broken. So we've got lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. All right, so structure is in a downtrend. All right, let me zoom in. Okay, and then because of my big head, guys, it's always in the way these days. And then we had this large bearish candle form a couple of days ago, and it broke these lows, broke this low, these lows. All right, and yesterday's candle, although it is a green bullish candle, it doesn't tell me that buyers have taken control of this market. Yeah, for me, sellers are still in control of this market. It could react at this grey zone or even the higher grey zone. And then we just want price to come back down to this blue line or even this blue line. Okay. Guys, yeah, it was the same with the US dollar Swiss franc. I mean, we could have shorted that today. But if you look at the US dollar Swiss franc, it's so much more oversold than the US dollar Japanese yen. So this is why I chose the US dollar Japanese yen over the US dollar Swiss franc. All right, guys. So yeah, we're looking to short this market. Let's look at H1 for our execution grey zones. Okay, guys. So we've got two grey zones to look at today, guys. So the first one is this, and obviously we are in this grey zone. I slightly adjusted my grey zone from yesterday just to incorporate this last swing high. Okay, so what we want to see, guys, is a bearish candlestick pattern form. Okay, that's always our trigger to enter. We can enter the trade. We can take price back down to the last H1 lows, which is this here. Okay, these are the last H1 lows. All right, close 80% of the trade and then leave 20% to run down to our higher time frame. Okay, if that doesn't happen, guys, price could retrace up into this grey zone. Okay, but again, bearish candlestick pattern, that's our trigger to enter the trade, take it back down to the last H1 low. It could be here, we don't know yet. Close 80%, leave 20% to run. All right, guys, so US dollar Japanese yen short. The next trade is this. This is the pound against the Canadian dollar. This is quite an aggressive trade. Let me explain why. So price, as you can see, was clearly in a downtrend. Lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, well, it didn't create a lower low. Yeah, and as I always say, guys, this tells me that, yeah, perhaps structure is breaking down. And then this last high is broken. Yeah, this candle here breaks these last highs here. Okay, so we now have higher highs. It's aggressive because it's literally broken by like 1 pip. Okay, but yeah, I still think this market's going to go upwards. Yeah, because we have a higher high. So all I want to do, guys, is take price back up to this blue line, yeah, which corresponds with these last highs here, and then even this blue line, which corresponds with these, yeah, lows here. All right, so we're looking to long this market. Let's look at H1 for execution. So yeah, a couple of grey zones, guys. So what we want to see is price come back to this grey zone. Yeah, then we want to see a bullish candlestick pattern form. Basically a candle that tells me that buyers are in control. Okay, then we can enter the trade. We can take price back up to the last H1 high. This is always our first target. Close 80% and then leave 20% to run up to our higher time frame. Okay, if that doesn't happen, guys, then price could retrace down into this grey zone. But again, guys, we just want to see a bullish candlestick pattern form. Yeah, and then we can enter the trade, take price back up to the last H1 high, wherever that may be. Yeah, close 80% of the trade and then leave 20% to run. Okay, guys, so yeah, pound against the Canadian dollar, that is the second trade idea. The third trade idea, guys, is this. This is the Aussie dollar against the New Zealand dollar. And again, this market was in an uptrend. Higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Yeah, and it hasn't created a higher high. Okay, and these lows literally yesterday got taken out with this bearish candle here. Okay, so structure has changed. We now have lower lows. Okay, guys, this was on the back of the New Zealand interest rate decision and press conference, but the day candle stayed, it broke these lows. All right, so the idea is just to short this market down to this blue line here. Okay, this psychological level of 0900, or even this blue line here, which corresponds with these last lows over here. Okay, guys, so we're shorting this market. Let's look at H1 for execution. So again, guys, we've got a couple of grey zones. The first one is here, so price could retrace into this grey zone. Okay, then we want to see a bearish candlestick pattern form. Okay, and then we can enter the trade, take price back down to these lows here. That's our first target, and then leave 20% to run on the trade down to our higher time frame targets. Okay, if that doesn't happen, then price could retrace up into this grey zone. Okay, but again, we want to see a bearish candlestick pattern form. We enter the trade, take price back down to our last H1 low. This could be here, we don't know yet, it hasn't formed. Close 80% of the trade and then leave 20% to run down to one of our higher time frame targets. All right, guys, so yeah, Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar, we're looking to short this market. So they're the three trade ideas for today, guys. Let's take a look at the news now. Guys, if you're enjoying this daily morning analysis and would like to receive it every single day, Monday to Friday, then please subscribe to the channel and smash that notification button. That way you'll receive an alert every single day. Okay, so news for Thursday, the 26th of May. As you can see, Switzerland is on holiday, so enjoy your day off, Switzerland. No news overnight, guys, that was of any interest. If we carry on down, our first news of interest today, 1:30 GMT London time, is coming out of the US. We've got the gross domestic product. Okay, so all eyes will be on this, guys. This will be an important figure. Yeah, we're deciding, are we in a recession or not? Okay, so these GDP figures really help tell us that. Okay, also at the same time at 1:30, we've got some employment data coming out of the US as well. Okay, so these two pieces of news could really move the US dollar today. Also at 1:30, coming out of Canada, we've got core retail sales, another 3-star rating. So that could move any Canadian dollar pair. And if we scroll on down, the last piece of news we're interested in today at 3 o'clock, coming out of the US, we've got pending home sales. So again, guys, that could move the US dollar. All right, so that's the news for today. I hope you've enjoyed the vid, guys. If you have, please subscribe, like, and share. Have a stupendous trading day, and I'll see you tomorrow, guys.